Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Seva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttamasloki Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, entitled Prayers by Kunti, text 25. Vipadasantu tasasvat tatra tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanam yasyat apunarbhava darshanam. Translation: I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated birth and death. Text 26. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shrebi Idamana Madapuman Naivarati Abhidatum Vai Tvam Makinchana Gocharam. Translation: My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakya Chakshuranmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurive Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Shva Padantikam Vandeyam Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakaram Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatantritam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Visakha Vitamsha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatrubhaisha Kripa Sindhu Vaivasha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bodhare Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminichi Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to this Sunday Srimad Bhagavatam class. Welcome everyone of you. So when you see in this material world we are leading this life, there are certain dharmas been prescribed for various classes of people. And if you say, if you take any dharma like Rajadharma, that the Rajadharma is to be followed by a king. The principles, the king has to follow to in leading his subjects. Then we have got the Sri Dharma, women, how she should present herself to the society, the procedure or the principle she has to follow in that. And then there is a Moksha Dharma. Moksha Dharma means one who wants to liberate from this material world they follow the moksha dharma. So people can ask this question like, I'm not a Stri, why should I follow this Stri dharma? And I'm not a king, so why should I follow the Raj dharma? I don't want to get liberated from this middle world. I'm very much enjoying this middle world. So why I should follow the moksha dharma? So what is that dharma which is common to everyone, which can be followed by everyone, which can be accepted by everyone? The Bhagavatam says it's a Bhagavad dharma which can be common to everyone, all living beings, whether it's a human being or any species of life, one can take up this Bhagavad dharma. So what is Bhagavad dharma? Bhagavad dharma is simply chanting the name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This name vibration can be uttered by anyone, any living being or non-living being. Anyone can utter this holy name of the Lord, and that is the Yuga Dharma also. When Lord Chaitanya appeared 500 years before, he came with this concept of this Nama Sankirtan. And he only preached to the people, saying that you don't have to go to temple, you don't have to have an elaborate deity worship, but definitely you can take this name of the Lord. The Lord, if a Kali Yuga, he has come in the form of his name. So one can utter this name of the Lord and still they can be liberated from this material world.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Your video is off.
Sorry. I think it's been, the host has disabled it, it's showing.
Start, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So we spoke about this dharma and the prescribed the Nama Sankirtan is the prescribed dharma for this Kali Yuga, which is spoken by Lord Chaitanya when he appeared in this material world. So coming to our session on the prayers by Queen Kunti, let us recapture whatever been covered in the earlier sessions, 3-4 sessions we had on this. So it all started with this end of this great war of Kurukshetra, and on the request of Pandavas, Queen Kunti and Draupadi, Krishna stayed in Hastinapur, which was the center place of the kingdom where Yudhishthira Maharaj was ruling. And Krishna stayed there for a few days, and when the time came, he wants to leave to Dwaraka to meet his own family. Then Krishna took the permission of all the Pandavas, Draupadi, as well as Kunti Maharani. And the day when he was about to leave, Uttara came running towards him. She was perceiving some imminent danger to her life because Ashwatthama had just released his Brahmastra to kill the last successor in the Pandavas. And Uttara came running to Krishna. Krishna, perceiving the danger of Uttara, he entered the womb of the Uttara and he counterattacked the effect of Brahmastra. And that's how the child and Uttara were saved. And this child later on became the great Parikshit Maharaj, and he is sitting in front of Shukadev Goswami, hearing the glories of his own great grandmother, Kunti Maharani. So once the Uttara was saved and Krishna was about to sit on his chariot, then came Kunti Maharani with eyes full of tears, with full of gratitude, love and affection, and she was praying to the Lord. Which we saw in the last session, that she did not say, Krishna, oh Krishna, you are my nephew. No, she understood perfectly the position of the Lord, saying that she offered her humble obeisances. Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. She said, Krishna, you are Adi Purusha, you are the Supreme Personality Godhead, you are the Supreme Controller, Prakriti Ishvara Param. So you are the supreme controller, and the prakriti, the material nature, is just but a fragmental part of you. You are not influenced by this mode of material nature. And then she said that you are seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma, and you are both within and without. You are pervading the entire world. You can see everyone, but no one can see you. You are invisible. You reserve the right to reveal yourself to few section of people. And then she said that the materially puffed up person is not able to see you because there is a curtain of Maya which is preventing them to in accessing you. And a person who is not who is materially puffed up, he's not unable to understand you or your glories. He only appreciates the nature, but he never appreciates the person who is behind this nature, who is a creator of this universe. He fails to understand. It's like a person who is acting in a drama. The people who is watching this drama, they can understand the character, but not the person behind. Similarly, a puffed up materialistic person, he is appreciating all the things that God has given, but he fails to understand the Lord himself. It's like that. And then Kunti Maharani continues to say that, oh Lord, you are well understood by the Paramahamsas, Munis, and the uncontaminated souls, because their main focus and the only focus is on you, is the Lord and the devotional service. And being an ordinary woman, how I can understand you? She has put herself in a very, very low situation, whereas she is a highly intelligent lady. But she here points to the Lord that she is nothing but a very ordinary woman, whereas you are well understood by the great Paramahamsas. Then Kunti Maharani calls Krishna by various names. She says, Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Krishna, you are son of Vasudeva, you are son of Nanda Maharaj, you are son of Devaki, you are the pleasure-giving person to all the cows, you are the master of all the senses. Then she continues to appreciate the Lord, the future of the Lord, the bodily future of the Lord. She says that Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Namo Pankaja Maline, Namo Pankaja Netraya, Namaste Pangajangri. She says that your navel is just like blushing of a lotus flower. You are garlanded with the lotus flower. Your eyes are like the lotus petal, and I worship your lotus feet. This is how she concludes. And then Kunti Maharani also is very admits that she is very fortunate to have Krishna by her side whenever she had faced these difficulties. So she does not forget to add one point where she says that she's more fortunate because Krishna's own mother Devaki did not have that facility, or you can say the opportunity to see the Lord whenever her children were ruthlessly killed by Kamsa. Because of some curse he got, that Devaki's son will be the cause of his death. So she compares herself here with Devaki, and she says that she's very, very fortunate with that. And then she narrates a lot of incidents which had come in a way, like Bhima was administered poison in his cake. Then their house was set on fire, and they were sent into forest where there were cannibals. And Krishna was there to protect them. And then she says how her daughter-in-law Draupadi was disrobed in the assembly. And then the recent incident of Uttara being saved and Lord Parishad being saved by the evil effects of Ashwatthama. So having said all these things, Kunti Maharani also says that all these calamities, I have seen one thing, Krishna, you are with me, by the side of me. Now that all calamities have been gone, you wanted to leave. So for that, I don't want any this worldly future. I just want calamities again and again, because when I face these calamities, you're always with me, and seeing you means avoiding the repeated birth and death. This is what she's saying. So for a devotee, whether calamity is a good or a bad thing, when you compare a devotee with an ordinary person, devotee always welcome the calamities. Why is always welcoming the calamities? Because he knows he is in a dangerous situation. He's in a dependable situation, and he can take the shelter of the Lord always, and he can get closer to the Lord. Whereas a non-devotee doesn't understand, or whereas an ordinary person doesn't understand that calamities is just the first step in attaining the Lord, actually. So what he does, he makes all arrangements of his own. He tries to call his friends, relatives, just try to solve the problems, the difficulties or reversals in their life. He just takes a consolation by calling the people and informing them that they are facing this trouble, and he takes all the best effort to counterattack the problem. But this middle world itself is designated as Dukkale Mahasashvatam. And whatever ways you find a solution to a problem, the problem doesn't disappear. It just stays, and it again redevelops, and it again creates this issue. So the permanent solution is what? Let the calamities come again and again, so that we always constantly remember the Lord, and Lord is past tense everything, and that's how you can attain the Supreme Personality of God. This is what been said. Even Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Lord was preaching Bhagavad Gita to him, that time Lord says that Matras Basastu Kaunteya Sitoshuna Sukha Dukkada Agama Paino Nityastam Sritik Tashva Bharata. Lord says that see this sufferings and happiness is just like heat and cold, which comes season to season, which comes in different season. You should be able to tolerate that. So difficulties or calamities, just like they come and go, but we should be able to tolerate that, and we should always show that we are fully dependent on the Lord. This is what Kunti Maharani exactly did. I want these calamities back, so that I can see you again and again. You are with me again and again. And seeing you means avoiding the repeated births and deaths again and again. And Lord also says that he appears in this middle world to Paritranaya Sadhana Vinasha Chadusrutam Dharma Samstapanataya Sambhavami Yugege. Lord says that in Bhagavad Gita that to protect his devotees, to annihilate the miscreants, and to re-establish the religious principles, he appears in this world again and again. And by then the Janma Karma Chame Divyam Yevam Yoveti Tapataka, Taitwa Deya Punajanma Naiti Mameti Sarjana. Lord says that one who understands this transcendental appearance and my activities in this world will not again take birth in this material world, but they attain my supreme abode. This Lord says. So the reason why Kunti is inviting problems or the calamities is that she understands fully that no one else can be able to solve the issues. It's only the Lord, and Lord being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he puts everyone in this trouble situation. But why he puts that? It's a special mercy of the Lord, because Lord knows that this person has to come back to me. So let me put him in some difficulty, so that he has no dependence. That his only dependence is me. So that's how Kunti Mana understood this concept very well, and she is asking for troubles again and again from the Lord. And then the next sloka, where it says that Janmaishwara Shuta Shri Bedi Damana Mada Puman Naivarati Abidatum Vai Tom Akinchana Gocharam. She says that all these material opulences like the great birth in an aristocratic family, and high education, then Aishwarya, that means wealth, and Shri means beauty. So all these things, let that get materially exhausted. Let me get exhausted of all these things, so that once you are exhausted with these things, you fully depend on the Lord, because you have nothing to enjoy in this material world. So Kunti is pointing out this thing that a pious person can easily gain access to the Lord, whereas a person who is puffed up, who is intoxicated with all these material things, it's very difficult for him to appreciate the existence of the Lord. He thinks that everything can be taken care of materially. Why I need the Lord? So it doesn't mean also that only the people who are exhausted of everything can take the shelter of the Lord. It doesn't mean like that, because we have seen the example of great devotees who are great kings, like Yudhishthira Maharaj. We have seen Dhruv Maharaj. We have seen a lot of Ambrish Maharaj. So they were all great kings. They were all great devotees. Recently, we have seen the Goswamis. Goswamis are not ordinary people. They are rich people. They left all the wealth behind, and they understood one thing, that it is the Lord who can bring them great happiness than the material possessions, which anyway will be taken away from you at the time of your death. So all these things point out to one single thing, that is the bhakti, which can elevate you as to the platform of devotional service. We also know that bhakti means what? What is bhakti? So we can say that anything you do keeping Krishna in the center is called as bhakti. Like you go to the temple, it's bhakti. You read books, it's bhakti. You chant the name of the Lord, it's bhakti. You do kirtan, that's bhakti. You decorate the Lord, it's bhakti. You go to the lectures, you perform lectures, it's bhakti. All these are bhakti. You decorate the Lord, and then you do the musical instruments just to please the Lord, it's also bhakti. And then you offer bhog to the Lord, that's bhakti. If you honor the prasadam of the Lord, it is bhakti. So it's all these things culminate to bhakti. So one has to follow this 9 process of devotional service, which is mentioned like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Sakyam, Dashyam, Atmanivedanam. So I missed out 1 or 2. But the essence of all this thing is to attain the abode of Lord, actually. And they are saying that Shravanam Kirtanam as the topmost. Shravanam means what? Hearing the name of the Lord. Giving the sound vibration, taking the sound vibration of the Lord, singing the glories of the Lord. All these things are part of the devotional service, and it brings you closer to the Lord. And so that's how the mercy of the Lord flows to the people, only to the pious people, because pious people, they have exhausted all materially, and they now come to the platform of bhakti, and then they realize that it's the Lord only who can save them. Is also Lord says in Srimad Bhagavad Gita 7.15 and 16, there are 4 classes of people who do not come to him, and those 4 classes of people who come to him. I think the slogan is like this: Namo Duskritino Modo Prabhadanti Naradana Mahasakta Gyana Ashiram Bhavamashrita. Lord says that the grossly foolish people who only thinks that I'm materially sound, I want to accumulate wealth after wealth. They are grossly foolish people. They cannot appreciate the presence of the Lord. And then there Naradana. Naradana means the person who is not following the religious principle. He is thinking that he will be saved by the politicians, administrators, and great people, but he doesn't follow the religious principles. Those sort of people are called as Naradana. They can also, they can't appreciate the presence of the Lord, the existence of the Lord. And then a person who is a highly educated, a scientist, or having a good education, unless he understands the presence of the Lord, he cannot appreciate, or his whatever his findings will come to a standstill at a point of time, because this science is such a thing that keeps changing. The theory which was given by one scientist is been budgeted by another scientist. So it is not that their intelligence is forever. It is only for a temporary period of time. So they also don't appreciate the Lord. And finally, the atheist people, they also fail. They are gross atheist people, and they don't appreciate the Lord. So these are the four sort of people who don't appreciate the existence of the Lord. And there are Lord also says in Bhagavad Gita 7.16, Chaturvida bhajante mam janadiskrutino arjuna atto jijna surattati jnani cha bharatar sabha. So Lord says that there are four classes of people who come to me. Who are they? They are the needy people. They are people who are in distress. They are people who are inquisitive, and they are people who are in search of the absolute knowledge. So Lord says that a needy person is who actually he needs something, whether it's materially or spiritually, needs something. And by the mercy of few devotees, by the causeless mercy of the Lord, he comes in contact with some devotees, and he takes up this process of devotional service. And the distressed people who are in distress, who has no one to take care of them, they also say that, oh Lord, now I'm surrendering unto you. Now I'm depending on you. So those sort of people also come to the Lord. And people who are inquisitive people are people who try to know what is what actually, what is that which is very appreciating. So they also try to take up this process, devotional service, because of the causeless mercy of the Lord. They are in touch with some devotees, and then they take up this slowly and steadily. And the last section of the people are the persons who are in absolute search of the knowledge. So Lord is very dear to those people who, without any condition, unconditionally they serve the Lord. Unconditionally they try to understand the philosophy and appreciate the Lord, and try to gain the attention of the Lord. So Lord says that these four type of people will attain me, because they are very pious. So the point is actually Kunti Maharani, through her prayers, she's not saying that Krishna, now all the calamities are gone, and now okay, you can leave for Dwaraka. She doesn't feel like that actually. She understood perfectly the position of this Supreme Personality Goddess. She says, Lord, please give me calamities so that I can remember you. So Kunti Maharani actually looks behind. Behind means what? She looks behind her past life, how much difficulty she faced, how much reversals she has faced, how much tribulations she has faced. But she's very gratitude. She's showing her gratitude to the Lord. She's more thankful. It's like a thanksgiving. The prayers are like a thanksgiving to the Lord. She looks behind and thanks the Lord. Whereas devotees can look at different side, like Prahlad Maharaj. What he did, he looked at the future. He thought what actually, he never looked behind. He looked at the future, because what is future nobody knows, but he knows, Prahlad Maharaj knows that it is only the Lord. By future means Lord. So whenever he had to face problems, he was not feeling the pain of that actually. He only thought that my Lord is there to save me. He will save me. Whatever situation you go, whatever situation I'm in, my Lord will save. So much he is a prince. His father is a great king. His father put him in great difficulties. He was thrown from the mountain. He was put in the pool of snakes. So all these things, the Prahlad Maharaj, what he did, he only thought, future. My future is the Lord. So my Lord will come and save me. So that was a great faith one should have, one should not only feel that this calamity might come to me. How I should solve the problem. No, there is no need to worry or no need to show concern. You only see that whatever happens in your life, it is the mercy of the Lord. As Lord Chaitanya in his six second prayers, he said, Ashishliya Vapadaratam Kaneshramam Adashna Marmahatam Eta Tata Va Vidayate Lampatam Mat Prananattastu Sayavana Parai. Krishna, they say that whatever reversals you kick me, Lord, no problem for me, but just give me a place so that wherever place I am put in, I wanted to unconditionally serve you. This is the mood a devotee should have while thinking of the Lord, while remembering the Lord. We should be in a position of helpless position. We should be, and we should always think that it is the Lord who can show His mercy, who can take us back home, back to Godhead. And then I'm just saying whether I missed out some more points actually. So Prabhupada says that you look God around you, whereas Prahlad says you look to the future and see the Lord. Whereas Kunti Maharani says you look behind and thank Lord. Dhruv Maharaj, you look within your heart and you can see the Lord. That's the story of Dhruv Maharaj, who was sent to the forest and he came to forest in search of the Lord, and he did a tapasya, and he was always thinking of the Lord. So he was feeling the Lord within his heart, and that's how Lord displayed to him within a period of 6 months. So there are various ways to see the Lord. You look behind and thank Lord. You look at the future, you thank Lord. You look around you, as Prabhupada said, you see Lord. And you look within your heart, you can see Lord. So Lord is everywhere. It's only we should change our mentality or the attitude. So that attitude of remembering the Lord should come. And this material possession, whatever we do have, will be taken back one day at the time of death. So at the time of death is only the remembrance of the Lord's name during our lifetime, which can help us go back home to Godhead. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Any question, Prabhuji? You can not. Hare Krishna. Any questions from any devotees who are present here? They are welcome to ask. To the extent I know, I will definitely give a reply.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thanks, wonderful class, Guruji. You are comparing our, Prahlad Maharaj and Kunti Maharani's prayers very nicely.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you very
much. We have done an excellent job, Prabhuji. Difficult to understand Kunti Maharani's prayers, but you made it easy.
The mercy of the Lord.
Out of your realization, and we appreciate how much you are putting in spite of your lot of engagements and all those things. How you are doing all these things. So thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Dandot Pranam, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, in the Kunti prayers, Prabhu, there are only 2 prayers that I could remember, but other prayers are very difficult to buy at. How many prayers do you have by hearted, Prabhu?
No, it's the mercy of the Lord. Some things I have by hearted, but not all the things. It's an ocean. I just tasted a small nectar. So maybe it's an ocean. I have to cross that. It will take a long time, Prabhuji. Not this lifetime, I believe.
Yes, thank you very much for the wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for attending the class.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Nicely done, Guru. Nicely done. Very well.
Thank you. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji. Achhe tha Prabhuji.
Yeah, please pray for me. Please pray for me, Mataji, all of you.
आप हमारे लिए pray करो Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We'll wind up, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.